What if the ancient Indian myths you grew up hearing weren't just stories but coded messages? What if the gods, demons, and epic battles were actually hiding real historical events, lost technologies, and mind-blowing scientific knowledge? From flying machines in the Ramayana to nuclear warfare in the Mahabharata, the secrets buried in these myths could change everything we thought we knew about ancient India. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll never look at these legends the same way again. For thousands of years, Indian mythology has shaped the beliefs and culture of millions. But beyond the surface-level stories of gods and warriors, there are mysteries that don't quite add up. How did ancient texts describe concepts that modern science is only now discovering? Could the mythological vimanas, flying chariots, actually be based on real technology? And what about the chilling descriptions of apocalyptic weapons that sound eerily similar to nuclear bombs? The deeper you dig, the stranger it gets. And today we're peeling back the layers of these myths to uncover their hidden meanings. Are they purely symbolic, or did our ancestors know something we don't? Let's find out. For centuries, scholars and skeptics have dismissed Indian myths as just that, myths. Stories meant to entertain and teach moral lessons, nothing more. But what if we've been looking at them all wrong? What if these ancient texts weren't just fantasy, but records of real events, forgotten civilizations, and lost knowledge? The problem is that many of these myths are written in ways that make them easy to dismiss. Gods flying in golden chariots, a war that lasted for thousands of years, weapons that could wipe out entire cities. Sounds like fiction, right? But when you compare these descriptions with modern discoveries, things start to get very, very interesting. The mystery of Vimanas, India's ancient flying machines. The Ramayana and Mahabharata talk about Vimanas, flying chariots used by the gods and powerful kings. Some descriptions are eerily detailed, talking about propulsion systems, special metals, and even warfare tactics using these flying machines. In the 20th century, an ancient text called the Vaimanika Shastra was discovered, claiming to be a manual on how Vimanas were built and operated. Could this be evidence of a lost technology? Or did ancient Indians witness something they couldn't fully understand? The Mahabharata describes a devastating war with weapons that sound suspiciously advanced. Passages mention bright flashes, heat waves that melt soldiers, and entire cities being wiped out. Scientists have found evidence of high radiation levels and even glassified ruins in certain parts of India, similar to what happens after a nuclear explosion. Could these ancient weapons have been real? And if so, who created them? Time dilation and the theory of relativity in Hindu texts. The Bhagavata Purana talks about King Kakudmi, who visits the creator god Brahma, and returns to Earth only to find thousands of years have passed, exactly like Einstein's theory of relativity. How did people thousands of years ago grasp this concept when modern physics only recently proved it? The forgotten civilizations of the Indian subcontinent. The myth of Dwarka, Krishna's golden city, was thought to be fiction until underwater ruins were found off the coast of Gujarat. The legend of the Saraswati River, once dismissed as a myth, was later confirmed by satellite imagery. If these myths turned out to be true, what other lost civilizations are waiting to be uncovered? Symbolism or hidden knowledge. Many Hindu deities are depicted with multiple arms, heads, or strange abilities. Could these be metaphors for higher knowledge or advanced technology? Shiva's third eye, described as an all-seeing cosmic force, sounds eerily like descriptions of a high-powered energy source. Are these symbolic representations of something real, or have we misinterpreted them? So what do we make of all this? Are Indian myths just elaborate storytelling, or do they hold remnants of lost history? The more we dig, the more it seems like these legends might not be so legendary after all. What if ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we ever imagined? We might never know for sure, but one thing is certain. There are mysteries in these ancient texts that we still don't fully understand. And as science advances, we may find that the myths of the past were never really myths at all. Ancient Indian myths aren't just bedtime stories. They're a window into the past, holding secrets we're only beginning to unravel. Whether it's lost technologies, forgotten civilizations, or knowledge far ahead of its time, one thing is clear. History is far stranger than we think. If you found this as mind-blowing as I did, don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries from history.